Crowds roaring loud, fists in the air. Legends in the ring, no time to spare. Mid-Atlantic warriors ready to fight. Old school battles all through the night. Sweat and blood on canvas floor. Heroes rise and legends soar. From the bell to the final blow. In the land where real fighters go. Mid-Atlantic territory wrestling kings. Body Sanchez and steel rings. Where the past meets the ultimate test. Mouth stands above the rest. Boots stop and loud cheers feel the heat. Every brawl pure intensity. Bitter rivals head held high in the spotlight.
MATW faithful watching from around the globe. Main event, Brent Fleener. The voice of reason, Alexander B. Thomas. My goodness. Another episode of MATW.
I mean, the train just keeps on rolling. Tonight we see Luis Leon in action. We see the Silver Fox. I heard he was talking to some air folks. The Silver Fox? Yeah, anyway. And our main event, though, I don't even know what to do with myself. You know what the main event is tonight? You know, don't you? The Real Life Freaks and the Flippin Problems.
All of that and so very much more. Welcome and thank you for joining us.
But the Real Life Freaks are going to be out here, Fleener.
Listen, just because you're scared of it doesn't mean these fine folks are scared of the real life freaks.
Hold on. I got to say, the Flippin Problems have proven something to me. They've been winning matches. I mean, I got to give them credit. But the Freaks, I mean, this is going to be a crazy main event.
Well,
you got to make sure you stand between me and
I will certainly do my level best to look after you. But folks, please, don't go anywhere. All of that, so very much more. This is MATW Live.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you into another action-packed episode of MATW Live. Main event, Brent Fleener here alongside voice of reason,
Alexander B. Thomas, and here comes Luis Leon.
young man we have seen competing within before. He made his premiere, did the premiere, Luis Leon, several episodes ago here at MATW Live. And how's your new year there, ABT?
Well, my new year is fantastic. But I gotta tell you, the main event tonight, the Real Life Freaks are right here. You have to protect me. I just said it a minute ago. I'm gonna say it again. Keep that crazy. Keep Joe King as far away as possible.
Nothing says Happy New Year more than a lick on the forehead from the minute Bradley does it.
Forehead licks aside, Luis Leon is here ready to compete tonight.
The premiere looking like certainly a precious stone, if you will.
Well, this crowd not a fan of Luis Leon. Obviously, they don't respect talent. Wait. Alex Young to the ring. We have seen him before. I believe he was in the Revolution Rumble, if I'm not mistaken, back at Scars and Stripes.
And put up a very valiant effort.
Call with you and Kevin Kelly. Thankfully, we got rid of that idiot.
Oh, wait a minute now. Let me tell you, there are bookmarks in every man's life. And one of mine was the night that I sat, that man sat right in between us, and he actually said my name twice.
Well, of course he did. You guys agreed on everything, because Yeah, whatever. He's not here. Thankfully,
That was a monstrous night for all of us.
Alex Young was there that night. He was not successful in the Revolution Rumble, but maybe he can be successful here against Luis Leon. Luis Leon, a highly ranked competitor, was in the TV title tournament. Beating him definitely is a step up the rankings here at MATW.
He was the, if I'm not mistaken, the Latin American representative in the tournament for the television title, and
unfortunately, there was no representative from Sparta, so Alex Young was out of the running there, but we'll see.
yeah.
Look at this, look.
Ooh.
A lockup. And the size advantage here definitely has to go to Luis Leon.
Yeah, but early on, it is the Trojan Warrior, Alex Young.
Look at this.
Massive wrist lock now from Young. Oh, reversed by Leon. Pressure being applied, but another reversal from Young.
Leon, look at this.
Oh.
Turns him around again. Both
That-
of these men struggling, jockeying for position, trying to get the upper hand early on.
Ferocious armbar now being applied. Oh. Able to reverse is Young.
Cranking that arm. Leon might be in trouble, but Leon powers out of it again, just the size. Using it to his advantage as he throws Alex Young to the ground. Oh, wait a minute. Alex Young, not to be outdone, throws him to the ground.
Very nice arm drag indeed by the young Trojan Warrior. And now headlock takeover. Referee Bill Olson checking to make sure that.
And who checks on referee Bill Olson? I don't trust that guy.
You do enough checking on him, I tell you.
Well,
Seems to me.
Regardless, Leon throws him to the ground. Alex Young is down. Look at this, trying to shake it off.
Oh, wow.
Vicious arm drag brings down Leon again. A second.
My goodness, the height on those, ABT.
Oh, and a drop kick.
Double drop kick indeed, right into the chest, sternum, if you will, of the premier, Luis Leon.
And this is MATW, folks. This is action between two competitors. The kind of competitors you're only going to see here. Look at this. Look. Young. Oh, with a big splash to cover. 1, a 2.
High crossbody from Alex Young. Well, one thing
I mean,
that could be noted, certainly, ABT. Go ahead with your thought.
I was going to say, we not only have stars like Doug Delicious, like Preston Quinn, we have stars like these up-and-coming young stars that are here at MATW to make a mark.
And I'll tell you, what I was going to say is Alex Young
That made a mark.
from a, and going to leave one indelible mark that'll last probably till Thursday or Friday. My goodness.
Oh, look at that, stepping on the neck that he just punched.
Ooh. Big boot now to the back of the neck
Well, if you behead-
and or head of Alex
They
Young.
did beheadings back then, right? And when there were Trojan Warriors, that's what Leon is doing. He's trying to do a beheading. He's punching him in the back of the head. He's stepping.
He
on
was
his
almost
neck.
successful. And I'll tell you, one thing that can be noted here about Alex Young, he has absolutely no regard for his physical well-being.
Well, he's more focused on success than he's focused on his well-being or his health. And I mean, I think that can be said for a lot of competitors here at MATW. The competition is tight. You have to be willing to sacrifice. You have to be willing to fight. Look, he's still fighting.
Oh, no doubt about it. As it were the premier who was more worried about the outside goings-on from the crowd.
Well, you might be right in that, Fleener, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, wait a minute, no. Oh, that might be it. That might be
not
it.
sure.
Cover 1, 2. Only a 2, Fleener.
Surprisingly enough, hooked the leg and everything, and it was a thunderous crash that occurred right in the middle of the ring between these two.
Alex Young, if I were Alex Young, I'd roll out of the ring. I'd walk to the back. I'd go get me a Gatorade and head on home because
Yeah.
there's look at this. Just stomping on the neck. Live to fight another day.
The pressure on that neck and upper shoulder area, not to mention grinding the young man's face right into the mat.
But we've seen it. I mean, Alex Young, we've seen it ever since he's been trying to fight back. He's throwing body shots. He found the opening when Leon was posturing to the crowd. I mean, there's not any quit in this guy, as I've said. That either makes you brave or an idiot, Fleener. I mean, you make your own decisions on that. Oh,
And that certainly isn't going to help things
planted on the neck that he's been dismantling this whole time.
concerning the young Trojan Warrior.
What is he doing? What is he? Oh!
for good measure. Boot right to the sternum.
Leon.
And now, standing on the second rope now currently, but heading for the high rim district.
Taking a little time.
Yeah, this may or may not prove to be the best of decisions.
Oh, and again, too much time. I mean, he shouldn't run his mouth cleaner. I got to be honest.
I'm telling you,
Look at
if
this,
Young
look
would
at
not
Young.
have moved out of the way, that would have possibly been a month
Look at
in
this.
rehab
Alex
for
Young.
him. Oh,
That
wow.
clothesline, I mean, he doesn't have as much behind it as some of these guys, but he's got a lot of heart. You see, he jumps into it to give all the weight he can into it. Oh, knee to the face. Leon might be in trouble, Fleener. We might look at an upset.
That's exactly what you said. He had taken a bludgeoning and now has risen to the challenge.
Cover. 1, 2.
Leaving that leg very noticeably.
We were close to an upset.
Man.
I mean, I feel it's an upset if Alex Young gets
Well,
this win.
I'm not so sure of an upset, but it's certainly with the beating he has taken for some 5
Well,
minutes.
that's what I'm saying.
It would have been a surprise.
He's just been stomped. He stomped him in his neck for the better part of this match.
And now the young Trojan warrior, Alex Young.
Wait a minute. He's got him spinning him around for maybe a rainmaker. But Leon.
Very confusing.
Oh. Not even a rainmaker, just a punch to the face.
Yeah,
and
that
now
no
cover hooks
confusion
right.
there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good night, Alex Young. Thanks for coming. Thanks for playing. Your neck brace is waiting in the back with your Gatorade and your hot dog. You can go.
Now, wait a minute, ABT, on the serious side, that young man is lifeless.
Well, if somebody can get a scraper and scrape him off the mat, that'd be great.
Well, your winner in this one, the premier, the Uncut Gem, indeed.
To the pay window. And now, folks, let's take a look at the Silver Fox.
He's a man with a plan slicker than a knife. Silver hair so fine, causing arrow strikes. In the ring, he's a king with a deadly move. DDT coming for you like you got nothing to prove. Watch him prowl the ring with the predator's grace. One slide queen can make your heart race. With the swagger so sharp, he cuts through air. Silver fox in the shadows when...
Brett Fleeter, I don't know that I have ever been in a danger zone, but I think I'm about to enter one. At this time, please welcome to the ring, the MATW Television Champion, and the MATW Heavyweight Champion.
I'll let Mr. Petrie out. That's Preston Quinn and Doug Delicious for the uninitiated. If you're just joining us for the first time, first off, what's wrong with you? MATW is where it's at.
No
but
doubt.
second off, that's your heavyweight champion, Doug Delicious, your television champion, Preston Quinn, two of the most dominant technical wrestlers you will ever see.
And of late, you don't see one without the other these days, ABT.
Well, there's strength in numbers. I know you don't have any friends, Fleener, but there's strength in numbers.
I'll take your word for it.
Gentlemen, 2025 is starting off very hot, and I'd like to let the folks here in Yorktown know that the main event on next week's broadcast, the Penny Train Preston Quinn and Doug Delicious versus BT Windsor and Bob Evans.
Will have their hands full.
Try to take the most coveted championship in Mid-Atlantic territory wrestling. And I'm going to tell BT Windsor, and I'm going to tell Bob Evans the same thing. You might as well take a ball-peen hammer across your forehead before you step in the ring with a pain train and Delicious.
Yo, Doug disgusting, you suck. Doug disgusting. Doug disgusting. Doug disgusting. Doug disgusting. Doug disgusting.
No love lost from these fans.
Rob Evans, BT Windsor versus Preston Quinn and Doug Delicious.
And now it's time for tonight's main event. The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Well, here we go. Tag team.
From Split Town, USA, with a combined weight of 360 pounds, the Flip, Terry Sequoia, and the Problem Child. Preston Cheater, they are the Flippin Problems.
Now, I've said before, Fleener, that these guys have grown on me. I feel like they have gotten better and better each week. Terry Sequoia, Preston Jeter, if you're listening to me, if you want to earn all the points in the world with me and have me be your biggest fan, take these guys out. Get rid of the freaks once and for all, and I'll say you're the greatest people in the world, the greatest wrestlers I've ever seen. Please, Demented Bradley and Joe King have just wreaked havoc on MATW, Fleener.
Well, tonight, both teams will have certainly most decidedly have their hands full, ABT.
Well, they're vying for a shot. I mean, they're not a shot, but they're vying for position here for the MATW Tag Team Championships. XLG just defeated Bad Magic. There's going to be challengers. These two teams are both highly ranked.
The tag team division here at MATW rivals any in the world. No question.
Oh, no.
All right, sit down. You don't have to leave. They're not coming over here.
Keep the mask on. You look better that way. Now, the Flippin Problems, the win-loss record is not as good as the Freaks, Fleener. But like I said before, I mean, they have been showing. Look at this. Look at this. Keep him away from the children. Look, he's going to eat that kid.
But the Freaks have run along a string of bad luck or a streak of bad luck here of late.
What I was going to say is the Freaks have not had as good of luck recently. And the Flippin Problems have gotten quite a few wins here lately on the MATW circuit, which, by the way, you can see MATW in your town, MATWonline.com. Of course, we have our television show that you see, but there are lots of matches that are not televised, that are there just for you as we tour the towns. MATWonline.com. Get your tickets, Fleener.
And please log on today. Find out where you could join ABT and I and the
I'm not
superstars in the
I don't go
MATW
to
Galaxy
the small
live.
towns, Fleener. You only see me on television.
Well, I've seen you some other places I'll
They still
not mention here on these
they
airwaves.
still have those posters up at the post office.
Well, I'm not so sure those have been taken down just yet,
I'm
but
going to have to get my buddy Ronnie to take those down. I don't understand why they're still. But regardless,
I did settle the tab for you the other night, so there is that.
The bell rings and there's a handshake. Why would you shake hands with this guy? Why would you shake hands with Joe King?
Because both of these teams
Just kick him in the face.
bastions of sportsmanship and fair play.
No.
And I say,
So they're
here,
suckers.
here.
That's what I heard is they're suckers. That said, did you just say Joe King and Demented Bradley are bastions of fair play?
They have been of late. You can't take anything away from them in that regard. And boy, blistering pace now starting off things, ABT. Side
They're so
headlock.
apt to use a foreign object. They'll use each other as foreign objects, Fleener.
But they, of late, they have yet to, I mean, they don't grab anything.
They shake hands and they kiss babies, and you saw he gave his mask to a child in the audience. I mean, I get it, but, you know, Terry Sequoia and Preston Jr., if they would just, you know, take the tactical advantage here, Fleener. I think
Yeah, go
maybe-
grab a chair. Bring that in. The bell. Why not that?
Can we do that? He can borrow mine.
You'd gladly loan it to him if it meant that you'd never have to talk or see Demented Bradley or Joe King again.
I'm not sure if wrapping a chair around the head of Joe King or Demented Bradley is going to make a difference, Fleener.
Yeah, BB in a boxcar for sure. It's not going to mean anything.
Oh, the tag into Jeter. Oh, look at that.
Now, Sequoia certainly is the more athletic of this duo, but Jeter being the bigger and maybe a little stronger. My goodness, what a maneuver now.
I said the Freaks are going to use each other as weapons, but apparently the Flippin' Problems are too. Jeter is a little of an unorthodox wrestler. It's hard to pin him down to a style. It's hard to say he's this or that, which makes him very hard to scout against, Fleener.
Indeed it does. And now the young Terry Sequoia,
Wait.
aptly named the Flip.
I was going to say not that Joe King and Demented Bradley are exactly technical wizards, but nevertheless, what they are is, look, freight train.
Yeah.
A freight train named Demented Bradley. Is what
Brute
they are.
force will get it done in most cases, and Demented Bradley displays that like none other. My goodness.
Look at this.
The strength of one Demented Bradley.
He's got him up. The blood rushing to the head of Terry Sequoia.
Yeah, the orderlies that brought the real-life Freaks here today from Demented Hills say, goodness gracious, what a suplex.
I saw
That Demented Bradley had all of his oats, and he's ready to roll.
Wait, cover. 1, 2. There might be a job opening, Fleener, for you as an orderly there at Demented Hills. You could bring them to and from the shows, and you could just ride with them and share war stories with Demented Bradley and Joe King.
Man, I'm game for anything. You know that.
Well,
Oh, wait a minute. The young Sequoia now able to duck both of
Oh.
those huge clubs from Bradley, but
let's talk about the height on that. Terry Sequoia.
Ain't
just
nobody getting
launched
out of
into
that.
the air.
nobody getting out of that. My goodness, he was 10 feet in the air.
He could have adjusted the lights while he was up there, Fleener. I mean, he threw him.
Or changed a bulb or two.
Oh. I think Demented Bradley is changing a bulb, which is ironic given that there's no lights on upstairs there. But look, Bradley with a cover.
Only a two. Only a two
Sequoia.
count. Demented Bradley, he is probably the most guilty of not grabbing the leg in most cases, but the bludgeoning he lays on people, in most cases, he doesn't have to either.
And Joe King isn't worthless because he's being used as an object there by Demented Bradley.
That's about enough.
Oh.
Big elbow now from Joe King.
Cover. 1, 2. Only a 2.
And early on, you'd have to agree, ABT, it's been back and forth. No real clear advantage until the last minute and a half or so.
The freaks, for all of their craziness, I've said it before, sometimes they stumble across something that's genius. They've been isolating Terry Sequoia. They've not let him get that tag ever since that initial tag to Jeter. Jeter tagged back out, and they've kept Sequoia from bringing Jeter in. Oh, as they just a knee to the gut. A cover again, hooks the leg. 1, 2.
And boy, it does not take a telescope to see the damage that knee did to young Terry Sequoia. My goodness.
This is the thing, like I said, the tag back into Demented Bradley. I mean, they are keeping Sequoia away from his tag team partner. And
as you alluded to early on, Joe King now being made available as a weapon to his partner, Demented Bradley. Huge slam. But how did that not hurt? I'm sure it did, but
I'm sure it did. Did they feel pain though? Did they think about it? Are they just in constant pain? We just don't know. These guys, I mean, nuttier than a Christmas fruitcake, Fleener. They don't know which way is up, down, left, or right. But then, like I said, sometimes they have a moment of genius. They've been isolating Sequoia this whole match.
I was going to say, they don't show signs of that we see publicly. Who knows what's going through, what's floating through the mind of a Demented Bradley?
Shots down the tree that is Sequoia there.
Oh, man, real concern now for Terry Sequoia, and for good reason. Oh, wait a minute now, big boot from Sequoia.
That's not going to work. There's nothing in there.
But if he could happen to maybe just
daze him, but look, Bradley not going down.
Maybe if he could just divert the attention of Demented Bradley long enough to make that tag, ABT. Now, this isn't going to be good.
I was going to say, I don't hang out with Demented Bradley and Joe King. I don't know what they're like. You might be able to tell me. I keep as far away from them as possible.
Well, you know, in the interview process that I have had time with the real-life Freaks.
But he's a long way away.
What I know about them is two orderlies in white coats bring them here, drop them off, pick them up.
2?
Well, that's who enters the building. There's at least another 6 in the truck, I think.
Oh, wait. Swing and a miss. Sequoia's up. And plants. Bradley, he's got to make that tag, though, Fleener. If he doesn't make that tag,
Hannah.
this is for nothing.
And you can already see the adrenaline-soaked Preston Jeter outside,
Jeter's ready. He's got the tag rope. He's reaching in.
begging his partner to make that tag.
And
Will he be able to? Could he
Bradley not
possibly?
notice the way he made the tag. Jeter is in. Jeter.
And now it is the young Preston Jeter going to work.
Oh.
Big elbows, fists.
And this is what I'm saying. Jeter's a little unorthodox in his style. And,
Oh.
it's hard to plan. 1, 2. Bradley with a big boot to Preston Jeter.
Boy, that spinning suplex-like maneuver
Now you got
administered by Jeter.
Jeter might be in trouble. You
Yeah,
gotta
this ain't
say-
going to be good.
Wait,
Very
Sequoia
possibly.
So you got to say, Fleener, that the Real Life Freaks have to be the favorite in this match, right? There's no question about that, especially after what we've seen for the
The
past,
betting money would certainly
for the
indicate
past
that,
little
yes.
bit. I mean, Sequoia, they're going up high.
But never.
Oh, look at that
Oh!
shooting star splash. Cover 1, 2, 3, and as soon as I say it, look at
Wow! ABT!
that. Well, the Flippin Problems.
You jinxed them!
Well, good. I'll say it again.
You jinxed them! Who in their right mind would have ever seen this coming, ABT?
Well, I can't say I saw it coming. I'd be a liar if I said I thought they were going to win it, but they did, and I'm glad to see it. The Flippin Problems moving up the rankings.
No doubt. That will go a long way in the propulsion of the careers of the Flippin Problems. Certainly here in MATW.
For Main Event Brett Fleener, I'm Alexander B. Thomas, the voice of reason. We thank you so much.
So long for now.